Oops. Unfortunately, you just got lost customers. That black blob in the center is lost customers. Why? Because you planned for a certain amount of capacity, you rolled out the software with your projections, and suddenly the product was a hit, and you were not able to increase the IT capacity overnight. You have to wait, you have to buy more hardware, it will take another 6 months. So, look at this. This is now going to be an orange graph, and this is how cloud changes the dynamics. You see that? Have another look. This orange graph is what you can do with cloud. You can follow your actual usage very closely. And what does that really mean? It means you can increase your margin, you can increase your speed of cost reduction, faster access to new assets, more responsive to business. That's the promise of cloud computing. Use as much as you need dynamically. Don't overbuy. Okay, so a lot of people ask, what's available in the cloud? This is all fantastic, it's great, what can I do? What can I buy now? What do I need to know? If you go to Google and look up cloud taxonomy, and just enter that, there are hundreds of products available in infrastructure as a service, which is hardware, platform as a service, which developers use, software houses use, and software as a service, which is software available, which is out there. There are hundreds of products available. Millions of customers around the world are using it already. Aggressive cloud projections, ladies and gentlemen, this is really happening. This is not stories, this is really happening. $150 billion research says 2013 this will be the size of the cloud computing market. 60% of server workloads are already virtualized. Gartner is saying this. They're already virtualized. Virtualization is the first step where you actually consolidate all your servers together and then start allocating small bits and pieces. So, you know, all around the world, 60% of server workloads will be virtualized by 2013. And they were only 12% in 2008, only 12%. $241 billion market is projected by 2020. And right now, so that's in about 7 or 8 years. 65% of respondents said that responding faster to business is an important driver. 28% of US organizations are already using the cloud. So global cloud trends in US, Australia, many parts of the world, there is a very high adoption. In Middle East, it's a little slow, mainly because of the awareness and because of legal issues. You cannot place your data outside the country. This is an issue we have in Pakistan as well. However, you know, we have to look at what are the reasons. What are the reasons for lukewarm kind of response in the Middle East and the countries around us? Lack of understanding and awareness, geographical issues. There is also another issue. Many vendors are doing how many minutes do I have? Okay. Many vendors are projecting whatever they have and calling it cloud, whereas it's actually not cloud. So this, you know, part of the problem is the vendor community, and they really need to be careful when they pitch. So security and compliance, service providers in the Middle East are right now not investing. I've talked to several people. There are lots of RFPs out there. It costs about $5 million to roll out a service provider cloud network where you can give services. Okay, let's talk now about a very interesting case study from Pakistan, which is RBSoft. Okay, sure. I have just 2 or 3 slides left. Case study from RBSoft. This is a software house in Lahore. They are a 5-year-old forward-looking software house. They develop smartphone apps, interactive enterprise applications. They have about 100 staff. They made $1.5 million US in revenues in 2011. And they were also declared the fastest growing software house in Pakistan in 2011. Their entire development activity, ladies and gentlemen, just look at this case study. Their entire development is taking place on the cloud. They do not have a single server in their office in Pakistan. Not a single server in Pakistan. And they are using software as a service such as Dropbox. Whenever they want to take data backups, they're using Dropbox. This is software as a service. It's out there. No data center, no servers. Everything on the cloud. It's happening in Pakistan. People are using it. Okay, so ये आप नहीं कह सकते. You know, you really can't say कि जी Pakistan में this is not available. 100% cloud adoption. Question: how can you leverage the cloud? How can you, as a CFO, take advantage of the cloud, and take this back to your organization and start making a strategy. First of all is server consolidation, and really I said that there are hundreds of servers or dozens of servers lying around, and you just try to consolidate them and put them together and take out your old ones. Pilot projects or temporary requirements. Sometimes there are projects which are temporary in nature. There's a 6-month project, for example. It's excellent for that. For pilot projects, it's excellent because you're moving it on the cloud and you don't have to buy hardware for something that is temporary, right? Why buy hardware and spend capex for something which is temporary anyway? Shift non-core applications. As CFOs, you can keep your core applications, but you can shift your email, your collaboration, your other non-core applications on the cloud. Handling seasonal spikes, Eid rush, and things like that, right? Christmas rush. Buying new software, testing something out. These are excellent examples of what the cloud can be used for and can be very successful. But you need to understand, cloud is a journey. You go step by step, and it never ends. You don't just jump onto the cloud suddenly, right? Okay, this is going to be very interesting now, because in this slide I'm going to talk about how do you use the cloud for making money. Right now we were talking about saving money, but now look at a new paradigm. This is an excellent opportunity. This is a revolutionary new concept. You can get as much IT capacity that you need on the fly whenever you need it. So step number 1, start using the cloud. Obviously, to avail the benefits, you need to start using the cloud first. And number 2, optimize. You need to use the cloud intelligently. You don't just dump everything on the cloud and assume that it's going to work and it's going to save you money. You need to optimize it. You need to watch it. You need to monitor it. Monitor what you're using on the cloud. And number 3 is try to create a business idea which can use the dynamics of cloud computing to make a profit. Consider that. No barrier to entry. Buy as much IT capacity as you want. Consider the possibilities of making money, making new revenues, new markets for your organization. It can happen. So that's really stage 3 is the place where you can actually take advantage. You need to go all the way up. Okay, I'm going to wrap up. Security and compliance is really not an issue now because all the cloud providers are getting very mature. They're getting standard adoption. They're getting the ISMS certification, the PCI certification, the COBIT training, all of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I wrap up my presentation, I'd like to just conclude that your cash flow, cost of capital, OPEX, and pay as you go, these are all the KPIs that you need to make IT optimized in your organization. Conclusion, the benefits of cloud computing are compelling. It's a transformational, revolutionary technology. You need to definitely look into it. Cloud is a journey. It's not a destination. It's a no-brainer, meaning it's very simple to do for temporary apps, new product launches, testing, for software houses. You can really go out and use it even today. Start with non-core IT functions. Whatever is not your core business, you can very easily move that out. And develop a cloud strategy in your organization. Like I said, it's a journey. It won't happen in a day. It won't happen in a week, maybe not even in a month. But you need to have a strategy. You need to sit with your CIO. You need to sit with your IT and your board and decide and develop a cloud strategy. Revolutions like the one we're seeing in cloud computing are not about trifles, but spring from trifles. This is what Aristotle said. I will end here, ladies and gentlemen, and I will ask you this question while I go off the stage. When are you starting your cloud journey? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and I'd like to ask Mr. Muti Ur Rehman Mirza to please join us on stage. And please stay with us. How was your timing? Yeah, his timing was way over. I tell you, accountants, you're great with the millions and billions of dollars out there, but when it comes to a few minutes, you have a hard time. Muti Ur Rehman Mirza presenting from Khalid Majid Rehman. Thank you so much. And again, to Nahil Mahmood, thank you so much for that very fascinating, if not compelling, and maybe a little confusing. We've got a lot of work to do on that, so we're going to have to hear more from you, but not today. Thank you.